Ever wonder why the Colossus of Rhodes never wore any pants? Maybe it's because he was too colossal to find his size. Now, let's not be too hasty to judge our ancient Greek friends. After all, they were the ones who gifted us with this towering titan, a marvel that once graced the skyline of Rhodes. And let's be honest, if you had the audacity to construct one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, wouldn't you want to show it off in all its glory? Now imagine the scene. There's this massive bronze bloke standing over 90 feet tall, shamelessly overlooking the harbour son's trousers, and why not? Perhaps it was the ancient Greek version of a power move, or maybe they simply ran out of bronze. Either way, it certainly gives new meaning to the phrase, less is more. So, next time you're having a hard time finding pants that fit, just remember you could be the Colossus of Rhodes. Now, speaking of colossal misunderstandings, let me tell you about the time I mistook a garden gnome for the Colossus of Rhodes. Yes, you heard that right, a garden gnome. Don't ask me how it happened, but there I was, vacationing in picturesque Greece, squinting my eyes at what I believed was a long-lost wonder of the ancient world. The sun was setting, casting long shadows over the landscape, and there, in an unsuspecting garden, I spotted it, a silhouette that in my mind was unmistakably the Grand Colossus. I was ecstatic, heart-pounding, ready to alert the world about my historic discovery. But as I got closer, my monumental find shrunk down to the size of a garden gnome. A particularly patriotic one, I might add, holding a tiny Greek flag. I know. It's a far cry from the towering Colossus of Rhodes, which stood about 110 feet tall. To put that into perspective, that's about the same size as the Statue of Liberty. Imagine mistaking Lady Liberty for a garden gnome. It's a wonder I didn't mistake the Parthenon for a birdhouse. The Colossus was so colossal, in fact, that it was said to have straddled the harbour entrance of Rhodes. Ships would sail between its feet, although historians are still debating whether it actually stood in such a dramatic pose. But let's not let the facts get in the way of a good story, shall we? So there you have it. A not-so-colossal misunderstanding that led me on an unexpected adventure. But it did make me appreciate the true grandeur of the Colossus of Rhodes and the incredible feat of architecture it must have been. And that, my friends, is why you should always wear your glasses when sightseeing in Greece. You never know when you'll run into a garden gnome or worse, the Colossus of Rhodes. Did you know that the Colossus of Rhodes could do the splits? Just kidding. But while we're on the topic of colossal misunderstandings, let's dive into some real facts about this ancient wonder that are just as interesting, if not more. First up, contrary to popular belief, the Colossus of Rhodes was not a solid structure. Yes, you heard it right. This towering giant was hollow. Inside it was said to contain hundreds of rooms, which served as workshops, storerooms, and even living quarters for the caretakers. Talk about a colossal condo. Now, if you've been imagining the Colossus tumbling down due to a colossal wardrobe malfunction, let me correct that. Our dear Colossus met his end not due to a fashion faux pas, but by an earthquake. Yes, nature's own shake, rattle, and roll took down this towering marvel after standing tall for just over half a century. And finally, remember that dramatic image we painted earlier about ships sailing between the Colossus's legs? Well, here comes another twist. The Colossus was not actually at the harbour entrance, but was located further inland. Yes, I know, not as dramatic, but hey, safety first, right? So the next time someone tells you the Colossus of Rhodes was a gymnast or a harbour gate, you can set them straight with these colossal facts. And remember, it's not the size of the gnome in the garden, but the size of the Colossus in the story. Stay tuned for more colossal facts and tales coming your way. Now, if you've managed to keep your on during this colossal journey, I have a small task for you. In honor of our dear Colossus of Rhodes, here's a monumental request. It doesn't involve bronze or pedestals, but it's just as significant. It requires a click of your mouse or a tap of your finger. I'm talking about the holy trinity of YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share. We aim to reach towering heights with your help. You can make this channel stand tall, much like our dear Colossus once did. And remember, if the Colossus of Rhodes can stand tall without any pants, you can surely hit that subscribe button without breaking a sweat. Stay colossal, my friends.